Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice. Sets up the screen. Oh, he got loose. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early. The Buckeyes are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Got a little space. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. Harris will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating.
Look out on the right. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's on the loose. He'll go out of bounds at the 41, and that's the kind of return you look for to spark your offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Harris back to pass. He put some heat on that one down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Let's it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
To start this drive at their own 47. Harris will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Avant. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Making side adjustments here. Unloads quickly. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Timeout, Boise State.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. He's looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Harris back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of...
Catch inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He might want another play. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. He'll pull it down and run. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Might be changing the route. Will throw. Quarterback extends the play. Got it in the middle. It's Avan. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Okay. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Pound 55. Gaucho. Gaucho. Gorilla. Gorilla. Ready to go.
Harris back to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Floating away. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Broncos want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. This is a designed run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move, he fires. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count.
Ready up. Here we go.
Harris will throw. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
the defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He wants to change this route. Harris back to pass. Makes the grab. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Turning it on! What a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw again. Gets it out quickly. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kennesaw State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. This shave might have been a little closer than Owls fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean,
throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Boise State has it back, ready to go work on offense. Harris will throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll line up to go for 2. Using his feet. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking for space to the left. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And they're not on the same page there. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Okay, ready? To the line, to the line.
From the red zone, looking for a space. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
On the ground. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
6-9-1, Gators score. Let's go.
Quarterback may change this route. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Yankee blue. 42.
Harris back to pass. Takes the easy completion. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Buying some time. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
35-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quick release by the QB.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
It's complete to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Outside the pocket, lets it go.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Four satellite. On set. Ready.
On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they're gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run on the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Hey, camper. Set.
To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.